Brukot habaot, ladies, and welcome to Jewish Women Unite in our learning program that has inspired so many women throughout the globe. I'm so happy that you're tuning in. Ashrechem, Ashrechem. You should pat yourself on the back. We're in the week of Malchut, and we've been discussing in brevity the life of David HaMelech, alav shalom, and all the trials that he underwent that led him to the throne of Malchut, to kingship. In part 4 of the series, we learned that Yishai finally realized the greatness of David and David's mother. He finally recognized that hidden light that was embedded in David. We also learned that when David HaMelech was anointed by Shmuel HaNavi alav shalom, his mother recited the famous words in Sefer Tehillim, Me'et Hashem hayeta zot. The entire episode was orchestrated by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hi niflaot be'enenu. Such matters are wondrous in our eyes. Even ma'asu habonim, the stone that the builders rejected, hayeta lerosh pina, eventually became the cornerstone of the entire foundation. We spoke about this concept a few classes ago when we learned about the hidden light of Mashiach. This revelation that took place with David, where his father, brothers, and even the Navi Shmuel finally saw what they were unable to see in David all this time, that explains the secret of the hidden light and of Malchut. We said that sometimes Malchut is hidden from our eyes and we assume the person who's standing before us is undeserving. Sometimes all the strengths of that individual are veiled behind a curtain. Only HaKadosh Baruch Hu decides when that curtain is going to be opened, and only then do we see the hidden treasures in the neshama of that individual. That being said, we have to be extremely careful never to hurt any individual during all that time that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is hiding the light from us. And we should be careful not to cause them any pain, because we never know what greatness lies in that person and who they really are. It's also important to point out the reaction and attitude of David throughout these years of suffering. Even though people belittled him, shunned him, accused him, tormented him, and abandoned him, even though he felt very much alone, and he was alone, he never failed to treat others with kindness, with respect, and with love. He didn't falter from the path of truth, and he used his suffering as a stepping stone to rise to the occasion and connect himself to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's what earned David HaMelech the throne of Malchut. This is what earned him the title of David Melech Yisrael Chai V'Kayam. This is one of the reasons why David's dynasty of Malchut will live on forever. And this is a lesson for us, ladies, for life. HaKadosh Baruch Hu took David from the flocks of sheep and made him the ultimate shepherd of Am Yisrael. And it was there on that day that Shmuel HaNavi anointed David that HaKadosh Baruch Hu told David the following. Listen to these words. The time has come for you to ascend the throne, David. Your time to reign has arrived. And at the same time, it is unfortunate that the time for Am Yisrael to have you as the Mashiach has not yet come. It seems that you will have to bend your back to carry more burdens. You will have to stiffen your resolve to suffer a little more on behalf of the nation. Pour out your heart before me and let your song become the song of eternity. Let it be your song and the song of the people. The cup of your anguish is not yet full, David. But during the days of your future son, Shlomo, I will fill the cup. Ruth, your great-grandmother, shall dwell in your house, and she will remain alive until the era of your son, Shlomo. But let it be known to you, David, that the measure of suffering that marks your reign shall not be filled. There are yet many battles awaiting you and your offspring. There are those who stand against me and the Mashiach. You will have to share the world's suffering until the time comes when all the suffering shall pass from this world. It is then that your serenity shall be returned, and it is then that you will be rewarded for all your anguish. It is then that the greatness of your honor shall be revealed before all. It will be so in the times of your son Shlomo, and it will be so in the times of Mashiach ben David. Ladies, we hear these words. We learn this story, and we can't help but feel deep emotions that run through our heart and soul. This is the greatness of David HaMelech. This is the legacy of Mashiach ben David. This is what Malchut is. It's incumbent upon us during these days that are leading up to Shavuot to learn David's life lesson. The lesson of Nisyonot and how to overcome them, how to deal with them, and how to accept them. It's the lesson of how to rise to Malchut and earn the position as Bnot Melech. Let us rise to the occasion and acquire the Malchut, responding to every nisayon and every disappointment of life with emunah, with kindness towards others, and with humility. Let us unburden David HaMelech from all the pain and all the suffering and do everything we can to bring the Geula speedily in our days. When Mashiach comes, the rabbis of previous generations, and even maybe David himself, will ask you, how did you do it? How did you manage to carry the pain of the galut in your heart all this time? And you'll answer, it was because of you, David. Your strength and your life gave me the courage and the ability to accept my challenges with love and faith in Hashem. It was your selflessness and sacrifice for our sake that opened my heart to the truth. I wanted the veil of doubt and obscurity to be lifted, and I knew that this can happen only if I prevail against the darkness of our times. And your songs, David, lifted me higher and gave me the courage and the strength to stand strong, to remain committed, and even silent at times. Thank you for all your sacrifices. Thank you for carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders and for loving us as much as you did. We're going to end here, and I'm going to daven to Hashem that you should tune in tomorrow for part 6 as we dedicate the last 2 classes to the mother of royalty, Ruth HaMoaviyah. Until then, I wish you an amazing day filled with siyata dishmaya and moments of Malchut.